The minutes, you had a correction?
No, I must have been reading other minutes, because these look okay.
Do you want to make a motion, John, or?
Yeah, let me just,
Okay. That's right, we can't vote.
You can't.
Please remind me. Okay, then,
Read them through,
Good.
yeah, they're here. They're here.
the nice minutes.
Then, do we have citizens' concerns? Okay. Modular building discussion,
Gee, thanks.
should we table that and wait for the, I mean, what are we gonna do with them? We've got, Gail had listed here, modular follow-up back on June 13th. All the times they were shown and what comments were
Yeah.
made and those kinds of things in the minutes there.
And nobody's shown
Any interest?
one
Yeah.
bit
Um,
of interest since.
What shape are those buildings in? Are they tight so that no animals can get in there?
Yes, I mean, you're
That
gonna
was a
get.
hesitation.
You're gonna get, I was trying to think, my mind's going
mice.
around the building. Mice and stuff you're gonna get no matter what.
Yeah,
You're gonna
I'm
get
talking
anyways,
about
but
other, because you said down around the bottom of the doors, they were kind of
Around,
rusting.
some of the doors
or-
are all rusted. And
Do you think we should do
we
anything
can,
about that
we
through the
can do
winter?
something to make sure that it's all closed up so no big animals get in.
Yeah.
but-
Okay,
I was thinking that there really isn't anywhere that we think a big animal can
Yeah.
go, but we'll
Yeah.
double check.
Yeah, I'll double check. I
I should
don't
just
think
make a
they're.
note that Tim said he'd do a walk around and check the security of the,
Do you have any idea of what the next step would be on those?
Well,
um,
the files are inside,
they're still there.
so we'll have a third of them.
Yeah, the third have been taken care of
This,
already.
yes.
2/3. A third of them are still
So-
in there.
This is, I mean, these are old quotes, but I brought the information just to have about how much it would cost for somebody to do that, because we can't do anything with modulars until we take care of the records that are
Okay.
mandated to be kept permanent.
You're gonna put that in?
So what are the options of how we keep those permanent? Or is there no
Scan them.
options?
And
Scan
put
them.
Like
them.
Pam was
Scan
trying to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I had some real concerns with her bringing that stuff home because of the mold or, and
I
it
remember taking minutes.
getting into her home and all of that stuff, and her breathing it, and her grandkids, her whoever else would be in her home. That concerned me, because if that's what was causing the mold levels to go up in the building, who's to say it couldn't do something to her home, you know? So we need to take care of can't take care of the modulars until we settle the issue of securing the records.
Right, it's not just securing them, it's
Copying and getting them, yeah.
preserving them, or
Yeah.
scanning them to a
So
technological
it's a
level.
pretty
to-
broad term,
To
securing.
keep.
And that's
yeah.
what a lot of companies are doing now anyways, with all their files, they're actually, companies are coming in and
Digitalizing.
scanning them and,
Yeah,
I think
digitalizing.
so.
yeah.
I'm gonna put
And
securing,
What was the
digitalizing.
price quote on
It
Oh,
and-
it's
and
hefty.
remember,
It
was
this
hefty.
This is 2 years ago,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so just know
that?
that.
Was not
Was
cheap, I remember.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. A teacher.
DocuFree.
We wanted it, oh, because there was less boxes. No, less money.
So
Why would there be
205
the
boxes
difference?
were completed.
So that was-
205 boxes were scanned,
Okay.
and most of them have been shredded. There's still some in a pile that need to be shredded, and they're documents that must be shredded, not just recycled.
So how much do we have left still? If there was 205 done, And there was 275 total? Yeah,
Oh, so we're almost there.
So how
No,
much?
so there's still
70.
70 left. Wow.
All right.
There's 10 filing cabinets with 4 drawers in them with personnel files too. She did the A's and part of the B's because they're alphabetical,
So you're gonna put that
alphabetized.
in your notes? So
So that's about
10 filing cabinets?
$10,000 just for the other 70, right?
And remember that this price is over the phone,
2 years ago.
describing them. No one, we didn't pay anyone to come and
Right.
see them.
Right.
Mhm. I mean, they come in, are they gonna have to come in hazmat suits and all that?
No.
I don't think they will, for their own
They'll tell us.
convenience, they might want to wear
Price will go up.
a mask or
So
something.
they'll
but-
probably do their own levels?
They do this all
I
the
have-
time,
I have
so
no
I'm sure
idea.
they,
Yeah. I
they
don't
know
know.
what they're doing.
Yeah, okay. So, maybe we should get some, anything that costs money is the how are we gonna do it, you know?
And everything costs money, so.
Exactly. Exactly, so, let's see what the budget,
So what are you thinking that if we put it into the budget, that we would need to budget for this?
I have no idea.
We'd have to look and get all new quotes and,
I don't.
yes, we would.
Yeah,
and, and the thing is too, is I just went to the MCPPO
Right.
school about procuring and everything else. To follow the guidelines, if it's over $10,000, we've got to get three
Quotes. Yeah,
quotes,
yeah,
and if it's
yeah.
over 50,000, it's a sealed bid. So it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, not as easy as it
no,
used to
it's
be.
not.
It's over 10,
exactly.
huh?
Yep.
And
Well, we
just
have
my
to start with
my
getting the
quick
quotes, I
math
guess.
of 70 boxes times 140 is 10,000.
Yeah,
So the three quotes is not difficult.
no.
It's when it gets over that, then it's,
Can we try to get some quotes, the 3 quotes, to see where that puts us financially? What that's gonna cost us?
I don't know if they will give us, I can't even remember who called about these. Updated quotes. We can ask companies. I don't know if they'll do it without, it'll be a guesstimate unless
Without
they
what?
come.
Yeah.
Without,
yeah,
Unless they come and look, which costs money. They won't come for,
So
they did
so-
before, but they won't.
No, they didn't come
none of
before.
these people came.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, could
They
you
just
call
give
them
over the
and
phone?
just redo the quotes? I mean,
See
we
if
did a
they-
bunch ourselves, this is what we have left, can you give us a ballpark so we can put it in the budget if we
Just
have
so we
one?
can, yeah, just so we
So
can
we
put it in
can-
the budget, just a ballpark.
Okay.
Because even if we couldn't do
I'll
them
put it
all,
on
at
the
least maybe
list.
we could do
Then we'll
some.
we'll revisit it and see what our
Oh,
other
but it
options
does-
could be.
It says here without cabinets, I wonder what the filing cabinets, if they would be the same price as the boxes or more, or? It would seem like they would
I don't
be
know.
considerably more, but,
the boxes are,
Like a paper.
yeah, big, yeah, like
Copy.
yeah, like a
basic
paper
box.
copy box.
Oh,
So
And
filing
they're
cabinets.
they're all upstairs, nothing's downstairs,
Nothing's-
they're all
okay,
upstairs. and-
Okay, that's good.
okay. Okay, so if we can get that and then revisit this for, next month.
And we're actually at this point too, there's still a bunch of other things in there we're going through. We're going through a bunch of stuff that was in Steve's office area. Cleaning that stuff out and moving it out to the block building and other stuff. We're having a custodian's been going out and picking through it, and we've been trying to do a little bit at a time to get rid of it without getting an extra dumpster in. And stuff that we can put in the dumpster. We're not putting anything in the dumpster we can't put in the dumpster.
Probably good thing.
Okay. Now that brings us to report from Tim on any of the buildings in the district. Are there any major problems on any of them? And
For the most part, I'm hoping we've had all of our major problems taken care of.
yeah,
Right now, things seem to be okay. We still have our minor breakdowns and
It's always gonna happen.
yeah,
that's
yeah.
Are staying on
that's
top.
always happened. But we're trying to, as soon as something comes up, we're trying to take care of it right away so we don't have other issues down the road. But so far, for the most part, everything's been running really well. With all that cold weather we had,
Honestly, no frozen
Yep.
pipes.
we turned around and we said, let's keep everything running 24/7 while
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
really cold spell was. We wanted nothing to freeze. So we
Nobody
did that.
called either of us that
Nope.
weekend. I waited.
you hold your
Nope.
breath.
The only exception is one area we forgot to run was the gym.
But that was the weekend before. It was really
Yeah, that was
cold.
the weekend before the really
That was
cold. But we had like 2 weekends it was cold. That one
Oh,
was
yeah.
the really cold one. We had it running after that. But I mean before that really cold one. But
You did have staff, like, make a quick comment. I know I was in Bernardston on a Sunday during that cold spell, and the janitor was on his own time, making sure everything was running.
Good.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
No,
he
thank
did
you.
do that.
Thank you
All
for
of-
mentioning that.
All of our custodians, and I have that on my
Yeah.
list for tomorrow night too.
Thank you,
All of
Tim.
our custodians have done that, and you have, and
and yeah, everybody's been
it's very helpful to have people
Yep.
do that when
Recognize
it is
that,
so
yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to recognize that.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. And
Exactly.
with Peter, I was gonna go
Last
to
year,
do
Peter
Northfield.
did it in Northfield, remember?
I was gonna do it, and
Pipes and
Tony actually
ceiling?
volunteered. Tony goes,
Wasn't it?
because they had my key, and he goes, Tim, I got your key, I'll go over. I
Oh,
said, all
that's
right, just
great.
give me the key back, I'll go. And he says, no, I gotta go to Bernardston. So
Yeah.
he stopped, actually, I stopped at Leiden, went to Bernardston, and he went to Northfield during that
Wow,
cold
that's
spell.
great.
Great. All right.
We need to make sure that we let them know how much we appreciate that, because
It will.
Yeah.
that's a big
Oh,
thing.
I tell them all the time, so they know they hear it from me.
Well, you
Write
will
them
let us
thank
know
you
if anything major happens or,
Oh, definitely,
Yes.
definitely, if there's a major issue.
And we always try and make sure that the
Yeah.
townspeople know
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
or
I
someone
always- If
does.
something major
We
comes
won't
up,
call all of you, but
Yeah,
we'll
'cause
call someone to
what will
let-
happen is if we don't hear about it and then a parent calls and we go, what do you mean? I haven't heard anything about it. And they'll go, what? That'd be great. Okay. Walk through here at Pioneer. Yes, sir.
Before we have a comment, can I make a comment? I want to thank Tim. We got the lights on in Bernardston, and he assured me that we would get a rebate. And we did.
Phew.
the funny part
Phew,
was,
Tim.
is we got the rebate before we got the bill for the project.
Wow, that's nice.
And it's like Disneyland over there in Silverite.
Oh, that's good.
And the tech school did an
Just don't be
excellent
asking
job.
for a raise. That's a great job.
Tech school,
Yeah.
they're the
They
ones
did
that
a
work
great
on?
job.
Right.
The
Yeah.
tech school, the seniors came in 1 week, and then the juniors came in the next week, and
No.
knocked it all out.
That's wonderful.
Speaking of tech school, and I hate to go backwards on the agenda, but I wonder if they'd have any interest in doing something with the modulars either.
I believe we asked them.
And what did they say?
No.
I don't remember that we did.
No, it's the worst.
I
So
will
we got
double
one
check.
no.
Yeah.
Maybe we could try again.
I will double check, because I believe, because the person who came with the students to do Bernardston is friends with or business, somehow connected to David Young, and I believe that David asked them if they could use those for anything or want, and I believe the
Well,
answer was
okay,
no.
that's not the question I was thinking of asking.
What?
What were you thinking?
I was thinking of asking them if they would be interested in repairing them as part of their project or program. I don't
think
know
it's
how the
too-
law
I
works
think
as
it's
far as
too
a public
involved
building or.
with what is inside and what
Well-
needs to be done. I really, yeah. I don't think that that's.
You're
an
probably
option.
right,
And you
but I'd like to
voted on
ask them
that.
anyways.
Yeah, we've already
A couple
said-
years ago, that you were going to not to use them anymore and close them up.
Yeah.
That was a vote made by your subcommittee
Yeah.
and then recommended to the school committee.
Yeah. So then, all right. Okay, well then, should we do a walkthrough here, or should we first go out of order on the agenda and schedule, well, actually, that's all, number 5 is all part of the walkthrough, but schedule walkthroughs for other schools?
What nights are we in other buildings?
We don't
Well,
start that
what-
rotation to other buildings
April?
until the weather gets
Gets
better.
better?
Yeah.
Because that's what I was thinking too, and then I thought, well, if it's local, if it were like Bernardston or something, we could do it in March, or at least start in April, because we've got, and go either Bernardston or Northfield, and then Warwick, and at the very end, if we get to,
So not to do them in
Right.
conjunction with a school board meeting, but at a subcommittee.
separate building and grounds meeting. How do people feel about that? But we can discuss it at the next meeting, because we can't vote on anything.
No, we
Why
can
don't we
set
bring the
some-
schedule for school, I just don't have it
The
in my
school
head.
calendar?
A school committee meeting agenda to try and coincide
Okay,
perhaps.
okay.
If we can double up, it'd be easier.
It would be, yeah,
We have
we used to do
Bernardston
that.
and Live.
Yes,
It
we
would be
did.
easier for me.
building and grounds, and then school committee.
Line I know is in like May.
It's when the weather,
And Bernardston's, is that earlier than that, or is that fall?
No, Warwick is usually in the
Warwick's
fall,
in the fall.
and Northfield
Fall,
is in
we
the fall.
flipped, yeah, Warwick
Yeah.
from,
But that doesn't mean we can't, start, because we haven't been to any of them in months.
Right.
I mean, November we were at Northfield, but we didn't do a walkthrough. We haven't done a walkthrough in months.
Right, yeah.
That's why we're relying on Tim to be our eyes for all the buildings.
Not a
And
lot's changed enough.
yeah,
and
good,
they
We
all
managed
look
to
good,
get a lot of painting done
yeah,
yeah.
in certain places.
good.
Sheriff's office
Yeah.
came and did this building just during holiday break in
Christmas
Holiday
December.
break.
They did the lobby
That's a great
and all
program.
the bathrooms and
That's great.
Well, our church did it too.
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
and they did it for our church.
Yep.
Senior
Couple
center,
years ago.
Catholic church.
right,
Yep.
If it
Yeah.
wasn't for the jail, the town of Bernardston.
right.
We better go out with sandwich signs. Sign up to go to the jail.
No, probably that's not what we were.
Probably
aware.
not, yeah. Okay, so then let's do a walkthrough, or,
It says beginning at Pioneer on the 24th. Is what it
That's today.
says on this. Oh, that's
That's
today.
no, that's, why don't we do our next committee meeting, so we don't have to come back here
That's
after
what
we
used
do
to
our walk?
Yeah.
So the next committee meeting, if we don't have a lot, I mean,
I mean, when I was given this task, when I first got to the district of being connected with building and grounds, it was,
Area,
if you
was it?
have something to meet about, you need to have a meeting.
yeah,
But if you don't have anything to vote on or discuss, don't have a meeting. That's what I was,
well, we've got some quotes coming in, depends on how long it's gonna be before quotes come in.
right.
For
And
the,
it's gonna be a phone conversation, and I'm going to add it to my list of many things that I have to do right now. But I'll get it done.
I know you will, I trust that you will. So then, if we're in January, you think we won't have any information for February, so you wanna go to March?
That would be great because
Okay.
of budget.
So what night is good for everyone?
Well, do we know when we're gonna meet in Bernardston or Leiden yet?
No.
No.
A month?
No?
'Cause it should be coming up, right?
I just don't,
We don't have to
Thursdays don't work for
schedule
me,
with us.
so
I don't have a paper schedule. I mean, it's in my
Well,
office.
I know Leiden is always in May,
And you haven't had Bernardston yet.
and we haven't had Bernardston, so Bernardston has to be
Well, when we
April.
walk, when you're walking, I'll scoot upstairs and it's hanging on my bulletin board.
I think Bernardston is April and Lyden is May. so I'm
Yeah,
not
I think
sure.
Thursday doesn't work.
I usually keep a copy of
Keep
that
away
in
from
here.
Thursday.
But if you have the school committee.
Oh, here it
meeting,
is.
you
I got
wanna
it
do a
right here.
walkthrough on Thursday, then it's.
Well,
Well, I can
here,
do-
I got it right here,
too.
folks.
Oh, good.
Oh,
I
good.
could do the meeting at night, but not the,
I can get it out of there.
I can't until like 6:30.
Okay, so, Bernardston is in April. PRES is, Leiden is May. So if we can, April 26th is the meeting, in Bernardston,
Jim, you said Thursdays were bad for you,
Yeah,
okay,
so maybe we can't piggyback it.
okay. So what nights are okay for you?
Pick a date,
Okay.
Yeah,
work
right
it in.
now, it's far
How
ahead of
about
time,
for
we'll
you?
just block it off.
How about for you?
Does it make any difference?
Right, so, if Thursdays aren't good, what about the 24th Tuesday,
Sure.
Bernardston?
March, you're talking, or April?
April.
So
April
let's
24th.
plan, if that makes sense to everyone, to have the meeting in Bernardston as well.
Yeah.
That's right, B&G meeting.
That makes sense.
24th. Now, how about a time? Is 7 okay? Do you want it earlier?
That's good with me,
I mean, other people work, I don't know what Bill does or Robin, I mean,
Yeah.
they're not here tonight, but
Bill's usually home by 5:30 or 6.
So,
Let's make it 7 and if we
7.
need to change it, we can
okay,
adjust it.
7 o'clock, April 26th in
I thought-
Bernardston.
Four.
I
Now,
thought
are
you
we
said
gonna let
24th.
them,
I said
Yeah, he
20.
did say
24th, I'm sorry,
Okay.
24th.
Just want to write down the.
I just looked at the thing, it said 26th. So who's gonna let Bernardston know?
Well,
Thank you. And we'll let Pam know so that she can all get the agenda to her before then, so that she can post it. And, now, May 24th for Leiden. Do you want to?
What's the Tuesday before?
You want to do the 22nd, the Tuesday before? Does that work for everybody? B&G in Leiden
May 22nd?
and a walkthrough. 7 o'clock?
sure,
And you'll let them know too, right?
I will.
Thank
Might
you.
even be light out that time.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be wonderful. And warmer.
Yeah. I hope so. And April, we're going to be here, so, March will be here, and June will be back here, so
Yeah.
we'll have to do the rest in the fall. Unless there's big difficulty. I just really wanted to see how things were here, and I wanted to do a count on the sewing machines, because we never really resolved all of that. And I think they're still in the cabinet in that, what used to be the sewing room. But there was one machine that we never really found out where it was, and that's the embroidery machine.
Right, because you had asked me to get that
Yeah.
information, and I
Yeah.
gathered that and gave you exactly what you just said. Yeah.
But we don't know where that machine is, and I think it might be out, still in that room somewhere.
So I'll ask the teachers that,
Yeah, we're gonna go in there tonight anyways. We're gonna go in that room and see those machines, machines tonight.
you're gonna go in cupboards?
That's where all the machines are.
Okay.
Sharon, I have one thought was the roof replaced on this building like in 1993? When was the building built?
Oh,
This building was built, it opened in 2000.
Yeah,
So it's probably 99, 2000 when it was.
I remember when we were discussing the roof.
Why, are you just wondering,
Saying,
or?
Yeah.
How long do roofs last, and have we had somebody go up and take a look at it and see?
We haven't had a roofing contract come up and take a look. That's one thing I do want to do is,
Because you should let the
Look at
towns
that.
know within
Yeah.
a couple of years that, hey, I think in 2 years, we're gonna have to
Yep.
be thinking about replacing the roof.
Okay.
It only lasts so long.
yeah.
Yeah, well, you're
Yeah.
right,
How
you're right.
long-
And at
How
least
long do
like
they-
different sections, we can,
30-year shingles, if you get 30 years out of
Yeah.
them.
this is all membrane
I was
roof.
gonna say, this is
Yeah.
membrane
This is
roof,
all
I remember
membrane,
putting.
and-
How long do they last? Does that last?
I would imagine there's a lot of variables, you know, between the weather and the mold and how much traffic it gets and.
Yeah.
I think
Who
we could
did
look
that?
up the
Was it
specs.
Pasmino that did that, or?
We
um,
could look up the
I don't know,
specs
it was
from
before.
when it was
Yeah.
redone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And then it would describe the
Can you-
membrane contents and probably how long.
I remember
Yeah.
the
so
dis-
can you,
I remember
do
the
that for
discussion
next
on what
meeting?
kind of roofing we were putting
Um,
on, and we really wanted to put on a metal roof, but the prices were just exorbitant, and we couldn't do it. That would've been nice.
but something
for
like
this,
this.
this building?
Yeah, the whole building.
Yeah, the whole building.
Right here.
This whole building, it's all membrane, it's all slightly sloped, and there's walking things on them, so you don't walk on those
I remember
sections.
that.
Right.
But
I
yeah,
remember
it's,
they did something out near the nurse's office with the membrane, because it was lifting or something around the edge? Or the ice dam or something, what was that?
Well, we did the gutters.
Yeah.
Repaired the
But
gutters.
they were they pulling on the membrane or something? There was something about the
that was,
membrane.
It
that was
was-
before me, so I don't
Oh,
It
know.
was
okay.
important that we didn't try and repair the gutters once they were built because it would it could possibly damage the roof.
Okay,
So it was important to
That's
have
what it
somebody
was.
that worked with membrane to do the gutter replacement.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yes.
can get I can get a couple different people come in and inspect it and tell me what they think, which sections are worse. And from there, we can come up with a plan for down the road, replace certain sections a year and stuff. And
Maybe you'll hear, hey, it's good for another 10 or 15 years.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
yeah,
Will you
Yeah.
still be on the board?
You might be able to walk or walk.
I won't be here, I can tell you that. How are you making out with all your licenses and all that?
I passed the water license test. I've submitted my license paperwork.
Congratulations.
And just waiting for the state to give me my ID.
Wonderful.
So
That's it, huh?
And to do
Great,
some
Tim.
smart planning, I must say that we have 2 other people in the district also going through their water
Yeah.
licensure.
Oh, nice.
Because it's
Good.
important to have a backup person,
Yeah.
because as we found out,
Yeah.
it's important to have a backup person. So now we will,
Yeah.
the district always will.
Beautiful.
So we had
Good
two
job,
other
Tim.
people took the class.
Yeah.
So now they just gotta take the test and then they can apply for their
Great.
license as well, so.
That's great.
Great.
Is that the only one you needed?
I needed the water one, and the next one I'm gonna look into is getting the sewer one.
Yeah, that was the one.
And we do
So-
have another company that does that now for us. So, and as long as we're there, he's always done it the whole time.
Okay. Okay.
Since we put it in, comes once a month,
Okay.
takes samples, does
Okay.
this, and he's always done
Okay,
it.
so then,
But I do talk to him every time, and I told him, I said, that's the next license to try to get that one, so.
mhm,
Thank you. for
be
doing
great,
that.
thank you. Okay, then, can we do the walk even if we adjourn?
Probably won't
You
adjourn.
can adjourn and say you're
On the
going
walk?
to walk through. Or you can do the walkthrough and say, when the walkthrough's done, we're technically adjourning, and I'll just write the name,
Okay.
time down.
Why don't we do that?
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Yep.
We can't vote, so we can't vote.
No, we can't vote anyway, so. Thank you, folks. There was really no vote to be taken other than
No,
minutes.
you're right.